Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So as you can see, I've got a book haul. So I'm going to move these out of the way, balance precariously next to me so they don't all go crash bang wallet, which they just have. So yeah, they have, Jez. Oh, my desk is piled high over there, but anyway, so let's bring in this first book because I can't put it down without it falling down. So it's a visitor's book, £1.25. It's a nice cover. It's like padded, so might be able to repurpose. And then it's just pages like that, which I thought would make good journaling pages. Stick that in a journal, about the right size. Spots, I might tea dye them, and then I might use the cover in some way, so could split it in half. That'd be 2 covers. So yeah, one from the front, one from the back. So that was my thoughts for that. Here we got another book. Look at that cover. It's a little like a fairy. I love the closure here. So it was £2, but I just thought I could use the cover. I mean, the fact that it's got a closure, there is room for that to expand a little bit. But I could maybe work out how to make that a bit longer. Anyway, and then inside, there's just some plain pages. They're not particularly that exciting, fairly exciting. I could use it, but it was more the cover that I bought this for. Couldn't leave it on the shelf. So I would be looking at expanding this, so taking it apart and doing something with that to make it a bit thicker, because there's no way I'm going to make a journal that's that thin, I don't think. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. So there's that. What else have we got? I'm just picking randomly and I've forgotten what I've got. So this is World Geography. Loved the cover. 95p, as you can see. Absolutely love the cover. Bit of writing and graffiti. It's from 1933. It's from St Mary's School, wherever that was, because I don't think I brought this locally. And it's got some maps. It's a geography book. There's some, absolutely, that's just gorgeous, and it feels lush because it's so old and it's got people, you know, pupils writing on it. So I just thought, oh yeah, I can use this. Nice size for it to go in a journal. Just loved it. So yeah, and the fact that I can use the cover as well to make some sort of folio or something. I was really happy about that. Got this 50p. You couldn't not. So purple, some wildflowers, and it's each page is like a pocket. I think I recently got one like this, or it might be this one, and I'm showing you again for the second time. Can't remember, but yeah. So these can come out, and oh look, there's my receipts. These can come out. I can use both sides, or I can put it in as a pocket. But beautiful paper. So yeah, that'll be taken apart and used. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Then what have I got? So then I've got this. It's called The Engineer's Notebook. Oh yeah, this was lush. Open it up. Oh my days. I mean, it's only from 1986, which I say only, it's 40 years ago. But I just loved. I wish I could write like that. If I could write like that, I'd probably journal more because the writing's beautiful. But how lush is that? The colour's nice. I don't know if the paper's discoloured or if it was made to look this old. I can't imagine it was made to look this old. But I just loved it. So 95p. I went, that's coming home with me. Here we have a cute book for Stockton on Tees in Teesside. 1958. I loved the age spots on it. So nice little cookery journal. I do intend to make a cookery journal, but look, that is the main reason why I decided that I was going to buy this. Oh, recipe for barley wine. My granddad used to drink barley wine. So yeah, these are the main reason. Potato wine. Cool, somebody was into their wines. Christmas wine made with potatoes. Oh. Sponge roll, not quite so exciting as alcohol. So yeah, that. So I definitely need to make some sort of recipe journal to put these handwritten recipes in, don't I? Rice wine. Mm. So yeah, got that. Got this. Look at the cover on that. Bought this at the weekend as well on Mother's Day. The cover's coming off, but it doesn't matter. I just loved the look of that. 50p. I mean, the rest of it, not particularly interested in. But it was the cover. That's what I wanted that for. Love the fly sheets. So yeah, that was what's coming home with me. I might do an altered book out of it, actually. I haven't done one of those for a while. Now, I paid a little bit more for this than I would normally pay for a book this size, but it's Yorkshire watercolours. That was cute. Don't know what age it is, but there we go. York from Central Tower of the Minster. So beautiful paintings from Yorkshire. And 1935, that was when this was from. So I just thought I could use these. York, very special to me. I've just wrote about that in my journal, actually. Knaresborough. So lots of Yorkshire places that I'll have been to. With Ed. Oh, Ripon. We loved Ripon Cathedral. That says Ripon Minster, but it's a cathedral now. Been upgraded. So it's Wensleydale. Achieving Wensleydale. This paper's quite nice and thin as well. So yeah, just lovely. So I thought I can use these. And there's some places that I haven't been to that I'm like, oh, I need to go there. That looks so beautiful. So there we go. That is Whitby. Loved Whitby as well. So there. Yeah, nice. Nice. Bolton Abbey. Love a bit of that. And then I have my final, oh no I haven't, my penultimate book. Let's not forget that one. So Wildflowers of the British Isles. There's a bit of me that feels I've already got a book like this, but smaller. Anyway, this is massive. And look at the illustrations. Let's bring you in so you can see them a bit better. Look. So you could fussy cut, or you could just use the whole page. It's double-sided, so they're just fabulous. I think I kind of had a thought about how I would use this. So let's see if I can find. Let's just give you a flick. Right, so we've got all that. This is why I think I've done it before, where you've got like half a page of all that, and then you've got all these lushness. Lush. Bit more lush. Right, now let's have a little. Break these. Try not to damage the paper too much. Often when you're getting your first couple out, it is harder, and so you might do a little bit of damage, but then subsequently it gets easier. And I sometimes end up stabbing myself, so you really need to be careful. So there we go. Oh. So let's have a little. So one of the thoughts I had was that it'll go in a journal, but it's quite tall. So, and I want to make a pocket, so I'm going to put it here and I'm going to score it down. So our journals are 8 1/4 tall. If you're in the US, it'd be 8 1/2 tall. Immaterial, that. Let's go down 8 1/4. So we've got the right height. And then we've got 1, 2, it's like 3 inches. So we're going to do a pocket. And I kind of don't want things to be upside down. So I'm going to just leave it like that for a moment. So that is turning it up. So we've got a pocket. And then what I want to do is, I thought we could turn it down so it wouldn't be upside down. I know you're then getting maybe I'll go a little, not quite to the bottom. So the writing's up the right way. That was thoughts I had with how this might be sort of utilised. Obviously it's too wide, so we need to chop the side down. Let's just come in and chop it off the side. So we're looking at, let's go 5 3/4. There we go. So we've got these strips. So they would go on tags. We've got a couple of bits there that would go nicely on tags. You could always cut it down first if you wanted to. So that's my thoughts there. So you got a pretty page. Open it up, pretty page, pocket. That's not upside down. Pocket, that's not upside down. Pretty page. You could always see if the other side would look better and decide. Obviously you would then decorate maybe the front of the pocket, but I just thought that would look better than that being upside down. That would probably annoy me and I'd have to stick something over it. But yeah, that is what my thoughts were on how I would use this book. So I'm going to leave that there. There's my bit of inspiration. I've now got some scraps. Yeah, and then my final book, here we go, Little Henry and his Berry Boozy. All right, okay. Bearer Boozy. Oh, I don't know. £2.50 I paid for it. But look at the cover. Can you see the... I think you can. So much embossing on that. Lovely spine. That bit is a bit ripped. It's got a nice little... illustration. Yeah, that says 1863. I don't think the book is from 1863, but you know, I could look it up and find out. But yeah, falling apart, which is perfect because I like, if the book's falling apart, I don't feel quite so bad about cutting it up. Nice little illustrations. That's a journaling card, isn't it? Well, paper. Journaling spot, I'll call it. So they're nice little spots to just be journaled on. And last days of the Boozy. Oh, it's probably some dreadful regime. I don't know. I ought to look it up really. My son's just read a book and he was like, oh, it's so racist. It really jarred him, but you know, I said, well, that's what it was like at the time. But yeah, it is difficult nowadays to read about things that were really acceptable, that is just abhorrent now. There we go. So that's all my books. So I can now go and upload these, get them scheduled, and go and finish all my packing, ready to go. I'll fly tomorrow. Weather's not looking great in Tenerife, but hey ho, I'll let you know when I get back what it was like. All right then, bye for now, take care.